Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Darcinovia here. I'm back with another video on the classic Marvel Star Wars run, a more innocent time. A time before the Thrawn trilogy, before we had the expanded universe that we know today. This time I'm going to review issues 35 through 38. Now, the three issues I'm going to cover right now are part of a follow-up story arc to the previous one that I reviewed last time. Now, in this story arc, we are introduced who I'm presuming is going to be a character that will appear from time to time in the post Empire Strikes Back stories. Don't say anything because I'm reading these as I come along. I'm not going on Wikipedia because I want to actually experience them like I'm experiencing them for the first time. Um, I think that this is the art for this is getting really good. I mean, I keep praising the art, but Chewbacca looks more like he does in the movies. It's like the penciling is getting better. The way the characters are designed look more like the actors from the movies. It's just, it feels like, you know, the art, you know, looks like something you would see from a Star Wars comic, unlike before. And considering how close this is to Empire Strikes Back, I feel like the authors felt like they could use Darth Vader in a few stories, because at this point, Darth Vader is barely featured in the expanded universe. And it must have been a real challenge. But now, since we're getting close to Empire Strikes Back, and I see this arc as setting up future stories, the new character that's introduced, um, Domina. Well, I'm reading this Domina, do, Domina, Domina. Yeah, I'm just gonna. It's Domina. It sounds like that to me, Domina. I think it's. I think she's an interesting character. I mean, is this the first occasion where it introduces, other religions in Star Wars, and which I think that's pretty cool. Um, there's nothing groundbreaking about this kind of story because there's many religions that exist in the Star Wars universe. But I feel like that this story arc, I felt like some people may criticize that that Luke and Darth Vader shouldn't be meeting face to face at this point. Which, if I had to be honest, I have to agree on this. I don't think Luke and Darth Vader should actually face each other until Empire Strikes Back. But Luke doesn't actually fight Darth Vader. Spoiler alert. The reason I'm okay with Luke and Darth Vader, meeting face to face in this comic is because they don't actually fight each other. I actually prefer this over Splinter of Mind's Eye when it comes to Luke confronting Darth Vader. Now, the art for this comic, like I said, is definitely an improvement over the previous. I'm just gonna show you, at least my favorite issue of this arc is the last one, of course. Like I said, some of these old Marvel issues at times do look like something from a painting to me. I really love this old 80s, artwork. Here's some more, 80s art. It's sad we got a better Darth Vader fight, despite it not being a real Darth Vader fight, in this comic than we did in the comic adaptation of Empire Strikes Back, which I will cover in the next review. Overall, I think this is a pretty good story, and I'm looking forward to reading more regarding this character that's introduced, Domira. I'm looking forward to reading more. Now, I cannot say anything positive really about the follow-up comic, which it's obvious this comic was filler. It's obvious. You know, Empire Strikes Back comic adaptation, from the looks of things, they couldn't get it done on time, the first issue, and it felt like they just had a freaking follow-up comic that's filler, that is, I don't even know what the hell they were thinking. This story, honestly, okay, it's weird, but but it just, this particular one is, ugh. I just hate the story. The artwork is just atrocious. I hate the art in this comic. I fucking hate the art. I'm sorry. This would be bad in isolation, but as from a Star Wars comic perspective, this artwork is just garbage. This doesn't even feel like a Star Wars comic, and it just doesn't even feel like it's the same comic I've been reading for a while. I mean, the idea of an alien from another galaxy is, I don't mind that concept. This is the first comic that actually introduces that. I just felt like it was explored better in future expanded universe stories, and this this comic doesn't feel like it exists for any reason other than just to release an issue because they couldn't get Empire Strikes Back comic adaptation out on time. The first story, issue 35 through 37, good. I give that a good rating. This one, fan fiction trash. It's one of the worst Star Wars comics I've read, at least issue 38 of the classic Marvel run. It's garbage. I don't recommend anyone to read it. Just skip it. And possibly skip the adaptation of Empire Strikes Back as well, but I'll get to that next time with another video. May the Force be with us all.